Side of New York City. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And this one's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Throwing Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun, it's Lance. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Another run, this time McCaffrey. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. The kick by Gould is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Back to throw. Jones. He's got Bellinger. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play. The one that they got on the previous one, they tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Lance to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well, think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And he coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Operating from the gun, Jones. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Down. Check right.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 12. Jones. He's got Mason complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Lance. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Lance.
Oh, he still brings it in. Off the tip here on the deep shot.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play. But again, I give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it. Made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip. But used his size. I mean, tight ends going up and getting it, sometimes they can knock people out of the way and finish the play.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Lance now to throw.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that
play. McCaffrey following the penalty. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And this will be a Giants first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Lance looking to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8-10.
this one inside the 10, down to the 8. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Lance going to try to throw for this.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeaux.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
89 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2 but only got 1. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for 1st downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback. It's a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll send Gordon in motion left. Now Jones. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And Lance again going to keep it. They'll pitch it out to Mitchell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 30 yards. And the Giants are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Jones throwing for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.